Welcome back, y'all, to the Bitcoin and crypto paradise. Bringing a radical, innovative new approach to crypto analysis, combining technical analysis with astrology. Please subscribe as I put out these high-value videos for free. Support the channel. Let's get these video views up. None of this content is financial or investment advice. This content is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. All right, guys. Well, here's Bitcoin shooting off. And what do we have on X, which used to be known as Twitter? Laser eyes are back. And soon the diamond hands are going to come back. I don't know if y'all remember in 2021, there was laser eyes on everyone from Michael Saylor to the twins, the Gemini twins. I forgot their names. Everyone was tweeting about diamond hands, laser eyes. Never sell your Bitcoin. Never sell your crypto. Never trust these people, guys. These people. I'm not saying that they're out for malefic purposes, but it's also arguable because what happened? These people were saying diamond hands, laser eyes. It was all good and fun. What happened? People held onto their Bitcoin and saw it crash from 68,000 all the way down to 15,600. Okay, a lot of people lost their hard-earned money. So let's not just listen to influencers this time around again. Okay, guys, let's learn the lesson and stick to our strategies and really capitalize and succeed in this bull market. Let's not F this up. And I'm going to play a song about that towards the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. We have Michael Saylor talking about Bitcoin going from 100,000 to 13 million. What? Okay, this exact thing happened last cycle too, guys. Back in 2021. If you weren't there, if you weren't paying attention, people were talking about, what was it? Yeah, more than $1 million for Bitcoin, $8 million Bitcoin price targets. Okay, this is what happens towards the Michael Saylor, to the market cycle peak, to the Michael Saylor peak. This is what happens, guys. Happens every, seems like it's happening every bull run from now on. Everybody gets euphoric. Everybody shoots for crazy targets. Okay, I mean, maybe they are being honest to some degree where it's like 13 million by what? 2040 or what is it, 2035? Like, sure, maybe that's possible. But in the meantime, there's going to be some major bear markets that are going to be brutal that we do not want to be holding our hard-earned money through. We do not want to be holding our money for 4 more year, another 4, 5, 6 more year bear market that could come at some point. Okay. That's just what I'm thinking. None of this is financial advice. Then what do we have? CNBC, we had Bitcoin on the front page. Guys, they don't talk, the media does not talk about Bitcoin or crypto at all when it's the best time to buy. When Bitcoin was at 16,000, none of the news was talking about Bitcoin, okay? They talk about it when it is towards the market peak every single time. Okay, this happened also back in 2017. The media didn't say anything about Bitcoin. Bitcoin went from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000 to 5,000 to 6,000 to 7,000 to 8,000 to 9,000. Media didn't talk about it. And finally, when it hit 10,000, then the media comes out and puts it on the front page when it's literally one of the worst times to buy it because it went up to, I mean, it did go to 19,000, but then it fell off a cliff after that. And a lot of people lost their hard-earned money. So we do not want to be one of those people that gets screwed and F's this up. All right, we want to be smart, calculated, calm, cool, and collected, and have a solid strategy that we're going to follow no matter what these crazy, arguably, people are saying on Twitter. Some of these people which are getting paid to promote these shit coins, by the way, or anyways. We don't want to be following a lot of what these people are saying, okay? Because they have their own motives. I'm not saying they're evil, but just got to be very careful during this euphoria part of the market. Okay, and then we also have Trump saying, "You're welcome," as Bitcoin went past 100,000. All right, so this is what happens when during market euphoria. Trump also mentioned, from what I've learned, is that crypto-friendly Paul Atkins is nominated to lead the SEC, which is great news to get Gary Gensler out of there, who is a freaking demon towards crypto or whatever. And then Jerome Powell says Bitcoin is like gold, and it's not like the US dollar. So that's very positive, because we do not want a narrative saying that Bitcoin's competing with the dollar, because we all know what the US government does towards competitors of the dollar. They go bye-bye. So Bitcoin's continued to been given the green light. It's getting all kinds of attention in the news. All right, so let's also look at historically what happens, such as 2017 and 2021, with the altcoins. All right, so we're going to go to total 3. One thing I wanted to cover is what happened the last time the altcoins went past the previous all-time high. I'll bring this over here. So there's the previous all-time high. There's that line. And last cycle, when the altcoins went through the all-time high, it then got a dump there. So we did get this correction. How much was that? 35% correction. So that is in the cards this time around, as the altcoin market is once again hitting the previous all-time high. It's almost exactly at the same level. So this is exactly what happened last time, was we went up here and then we got a correction. So we could see something like that. Could be a 35% correction. Depending on what coins you're holding, it could be less than that, or it could be a lot more. We could see 60% corrections. Okay. Not guaranteed, but if history repeats, we could certainly see that. I would not be surprised at all. So I personally did take 10% profits on XRP because it's going to the moon, and we could get a little correction. If not, I was holding it for years and years and years, and I'm making money, so I'm gonna take some profits. All right, guys, don't hate on me. So the good news is that we could get that correction, and then what happens after that? Mega pump. So this is likely that if we get through the previous all-time high, hopefully we don't just like correct even further after that. Hopefully, because that could be a double top. But best case scenario, we get this phase right here, the mega pump. All right, and the good news is we get that pump. But the bad news is it means we don't have much more time left. Honestly, I mean, look at how quick this can happen. Let's zoom in, and we go from the time that it breaks the new all-time high to the peak. Only gives us about 84 days. That's less than 3 months. So that would take us out to like February, March. All right, so that doesn't give us a lot of time. So, a lot of times when things get really exciting, people think we're going to stay in this euphoria excitement for like the next few years or something. Like the mindset just goes crazy with the average person, because greed takes over, fear of missing out takes over, and people just start thinking unbelievably irrationally, delusional. It gets crazy. All right, so let's keep our heads on straight. Let's keep our heads on a swivel, but focus. Okay, let's not get crazy here. All right. Okay, another thing I wanted to cover is we are getting Mars opposing Pluto again. So we are getting, if we take a look at this outer planet right here, Mars is retrograding, but is going to, let's see, it's going to oppose Pluto again. So it's retrograding, and once it gets to 0, well, actually, no. Once it gets to 1 degree, around January, it's January 2nd, California time, Mars is exactly opposite Pluto for the second time. It's not a huge concern, but what has happened historically, like the last time that happened, we did get something like this. Let's see if I can, oh no, not that one. Not that one either. Here it is. This similar transit happened in 1939, where retrograded and it opposed Pluto 3 times. So there is a chance. I don't know how accurate this is. It might be some 60% accurate. It might be 30% accurate. But I wouldn't be surprised. It also makes a lot of sense because we are getting a pump. The last time we got this opposition was in November. We've been getting a pump since then, I think around November 5th. And then there was a correction. So we could see a correction and then another move up. Maybe even a third correction. That would be really interesting. If we get a couple corrections on this way up over the next, well, really the first correction would be the next couple months. Then after that, maybe in March or April, perhaps another one. But don't assume that this is 100% and this is exactly what's going to happen. It's just, I think this gives an indicator that, yeah, there could be somewhat of a likely scenario where there's a correction potentially this month, potentially second half of December. Good news is we are getting this really positive hit on Saturn sextiling the Bitcoin sun. But perhaps, I mean, we are getting good astrology, but that doesn't count out. It still doesn't mean that there's no chance we'll get a correction. But things get more bearish around December 28th. We get Mars opposing. Oh, yeah, that's that retrograding Mars opposing Bitcoin Mercury. That's bearish. And then we also get Mars opposing the Bitcoin Jupiter. So perhaps end of December or even in the worst case, second half of December, maybe a little earlier than the end of December. I can't give you guys exact dates. I'm sorry. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of a correction. How bad that correction is going to be, I don't know. Yeah, I can't give specifics on that. Worst case scenario, it could go into the 70s again. That'd be worst case scenario. That'd be a good buying opportunity. Or it's just in the 90s or the 80s. So I'm just giving out that possibility. Certainly could happen. Wouldn't be surprised. I think it's good to just mentally prepare for that kind of stuff. It's like, what would you do in that scenario? Would you want to get some cash ready? Would you want to sell a little bit? I wouldn't assume that it's going to happen for sure and like sell your bags and just assume that it's going to go lower. But for me, like I sold a little bit, shaved a little bit off the top just in case, because things are pretty bullish right now. Or like things have already gone up extensively. I mean, look at this run. And then particularly my bag of XRP, like holy moly, you got it. In my opinion, I had to shave some off the top. I mean, I was actually very resistant to do it, but I talked to my wife and I'm like, yo, look at how far this went up. And she's like, okay, definitely take some profits. I was like, all right, we'll shave off like 10%. Okay. So that's what we did. All right. I'm not crazy. I'm thinking, you know, I'm staying focused, calm, and collected. I'm doing my meditation. I'm going on long walks. I'm making sure spiritually, mentally, emotionally, I am centered. All right. And so I encourage you to do the same. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, please check XRP. All right. Thanks for the comment. There is XRP. Oh, God. Clicked the wrong window there. XRP is doing very well. You know, it is hitting these layers of resistance here potentially with the Fibonacci from the previous. I think that goes back to the all-time high. We are hitting the point. Well, we went a little bit past the point 786, and now we're at around close to the point 702. Typically, there is some resistance there. I mean, the major concern for XRP is that the stochastic RSI is peaking out, and it has been peaking out for a whole week here. That only happens a few times ever in XRP history. Typically, when there is a market peak of some sort, and then the RSI is at a 91 level. It's only been at that beyond that level since really the all-time high peak. So, I mean, could there be further upside? Absolutely. But could this also be a decent time to shave some off the table? I think so. So I took some profit, a little bit of profits. Did not sell the whole bag. Definitely not doing that because there could be more upside. But things are stalling out for a bit right now. Got a little correction here. Let's see how far the correction was. Down to 24% correction. That's healthy. So that's a nice healthy correction. Could it go down more? Yeah. Do I think it is? Not really, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But we are getting some upside, so that's nice to see. Either it's just going to break out of here again, or it might continue some sideways action a little bit further, like this, until I think it's going to break out again. Okay, but not guaranteed. That's what I'm thinking. And then if we do get a further correction, like maybe it does go like this, and then maybe we correct. I don't know. Either it just goes there and goes back up, or it goes even further down. I would be looking at other buying opportunities. Not XRP. I'd probably be looking at other coins that haven't gone up this much already. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Let's finish it off with an epic crypto song. All right. Peace, everybody. Wherever you're tuning in from.
Yo, we hit the goal, ain't no time to hesitate. Sats stacking fast, wealth accumulate. Banana phase hitting, markets going wild. Lambos on the lot, crypto millionaire style. Money printer going brr, can't stop the flow. Fiat burning down, but my wallet's on the glow. I see the charts is parabolic all day. Bulls running crazy, ain't no bearing away. Every dip's a gift, don't fumble the bag. Huddle like a pro, never looking to lag. We riding this wave to the outer stratosphere. Banana phase begun, it's the time of the year. Don't hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. We see the whales swimming, but we surfing with ease. Money moving faster than the wind through the trees. Bitcoin taking off, Ethereum's on a tier. Altcoins go bananas, fortunes everywhere. This is the fall of a lifetime, don't lose your grip. Diamond hands on deck, never let it slip. Money printer singing brrr, non-stop. Fiat's losing value, but we rising to the top. Don't get shook, don't sell too soon. We chasing fortunes under that crypto moon. This the phase where legends are made. So hold strong, don't be swayed. Don't hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. It's the time to huddle, don't fold the break. Keep stacking sats, let the money quake. Mega bulls coming, don't let it slip. You fumble now, you miss that rocket ship. Don't hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. Money printer singing, bulls running free. Crypto wealth rising like a tidal sea. Banana phase madness, it's the time to trust. Hold tight, stack high, don't F this up. Don't hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. Don't hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream.
Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.